information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there with the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone. Learn off of them, one-on-one. Now, that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars. But I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's Gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grande at philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
If you invest in the stock market, take a moment for this important advice.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You've got to stop listening to the fake business news networks because they tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear.
Phil Grande guides you step by step on investing.
You're going to know exactly what the tone of the market is. Do I sell? Do I not sell? Do I buy?
All you need to know is philsgang.com.
Check it out, philsgang.com, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grande at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
I'm not questioning the strength in the economy. It's there. I'm not questioning the Fed's going to cut rates. They're going to.
The big mattress of money that's cushioning the economy into this landing here tells us that things should be okay, and the Fed is, about to cut rates.
And how many times did they repeat that lie? From October 2023 to January 2024 to get a 22% rally. At the same time, rates were at 5%, and we have one of the biggest banking crisis going to hit us smack in the face in March. But yet, they can rally a market 22% into that kind of situation? Never. But they did it, didn't they? Because the one thing they want to hear, cut rates. It's all they want to hear. Remember, the reason for the Federal Reserve target of inflation at 2% is for one purpose. So they could, at any time, help Wall Street create a rally. All they have to say, rates are up 3%. Inflation's up 3%. Our target's 2%. We got to start cutting. And people go nuts, thinking, rate cuts, stocks go up. Because stocks do go up on rate cuts. But guess what? They're not sustainable. And we've seen that, but people don't catch on. We saw that from the January 2022 to October 2022. From January 2023 to October 2023. And now, after the market rallied 22%, we're going to see it again. We're going to drop at least 10 or 20%, even 10, 15% before you get a crash. They can't sustain high rates. Now, I've been saying for months and months, and you'll remember me saying this, and is they're going to cut rates, 3, maybe even 6. They're not going to cut rates. How can they cut rates? They just moved rates in 2020 from 0.5% up to over 4%. I've been saying that for 4 months. Now, what happened yesterday? Everybody was stunned. Wait a minute. We beat inflation. We beat inflation. We won the war. We're in a Goldilocks economy. We're going to have a soft landing. That's all we kept hearing. But what happened yesterday? The retail numbers come out yesterday. The retail numbers. Terrible. What happened? Well, because of all of the printing of money for 14 years, so they can go buy treasuries called QE to drop yields so the Fed can drop their rate down so they can feed the money to the corporations at 0 or 1%. Now think about that. So this is what they've been doing. These corporations, I mean, the government keeps going out and doing all this printing. But what happened yesterday was because of all that printing for 14 years, increasing the money supply, it destroyed our dollar. It destroyed the purchasing power of the dollar. So people aren't buying. They're not consuming as much because their dollars, what they have in, remember, inflation's going up, but wages aren't keeping up. Oh, they'll lie to you and say they are, but they're not. So yesterday, everybody was stunned, and I was shocked they were stunned. What they think? If you don't have purchasing power of your dollar, if your government destroys the purchasing power, and you go buy stuff, you're not going to buy as much stuff. So that's what happened. Nobody should have been shocked. The purchasing power is gone. Now, that was good yesterday for a moment because when you have a weak dollar and the yields went down, that was good for oil because that's what happened yesterday. Our oil stocks, our gold stocks went up because at that moment when all of a sudden we had these terrible numbers come in and the dollar and everybody figured out, we got a weak dollar. And the dollar and the yields dropped. Boy, oil went up, gold went up. But can it sustain itself there? I don't think so. Not for a while. Oh, it's going to happen. One day we're going to have such a collapse in the dollar that, I mean, it's going to be unbelievable. But today what happened, on the heels of a bad retail number that caused the dollar and the yields to go down yesterday and oil and gold to go up, the PPI, inflation, comes in hot. Now, investors were anticipating rising yields, rising yield, rate hikes. Now, remember, think about what they're thinking before the PPI number, that there's going to be big rate cuts, 3 to 6. Well, that didn't happen. Also, we got that hot PPI number. That was that. The market drops, boom, right on the opening, due to the yields, due to interest rates. So you see, the retail number that was lousy was a cause of a weak dollar because of all the money printing to try to keep rates near 0. The PPI, our inflation, reflects all that printing of money. We got tremendous inflation. So they can't, everybody figured out they're not going to cut rates. They can't, it's impossible. And that's what they're saying now. Look, listen.
The producer price index, hotter than expected. Now, market watcher Kenny Polcari was on the show earlier. He said today's numbers mean rate cuts are off the table for the entire year.
A little late, don't you think? That's Varney on Fox. I've been saying that for 4 months. You can't have rate cuts with continuing inflation. Inflation is going to get worse. Because remember what causes inflation? We keep increasing our money supply. Why? Because the guy in the White House keeps spending more money than he takes in tax revenue. So we keep printing and printing and keep expanding the money supply. So now they're saying,
I thought the market got way ahead of its skis with the...
Oh, yeah, I love this. This girl, right, woman right here, She's the same woman who's saying there's going to be 6 rate cuts, 3 to 6 rate cuts. Now she's changed her tune.
I thought the market got way ahead of its skis
Oh
with
my
the
God.
rate cuts it was expecting, 5 or 6 for this year. I think that is crazy. This inflation.
Crazy. She's the one that was promoting it. Unbelievable. So again, the real problem that this market's facing is higher inflation, higher rates, and we're going to see one hell of a correction. But remember, they know how to do financial trickery. When we thought that we were going to have a crash, when interest rates went up to 4, almost 5% in January 2023, we thought that'd be it. And when the banks blew up in March 2023 and rates were at 5%, we said that'd be it. But no, they did some financial trickery. Right? Remember? Printed $450 billion and told the 4 biggest banks to go in and use that money to buy Microsoft and Apple. Microsoft and Apple. Market didn't go down. It rallied. They kicked the can down the road. And then the same thing happened with Aunt B. She pulled her little trick. Rates went down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why are investors listening to Phil Grande of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, it's like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
I was just with Howard Marks, Ray Dalio, and Jeffrey Gundlach. They're all three talking about how they think interest rates are more here to stay. You know, the markets say they're going to cut. They said, Powell may cut one more time. He wants to be known for, shutting down inflation. But they also don't think we're going to return. They think that these higher rates of inflation are what we're going to have to get used to.
Now, that was a couple of days ago. I've been saying that for the past 4 months. Every time I come on the air. My class. I said, there is no way they cut rates. They're lying to us. And the proof came in, because you can't keep printing money. And you can't keep creating debt, historic deficits. It will kill you. And that's what's happened. The consequences are terrible. When you get these higher rates, your economy doesn't grow. It doesn't grow. The biggest thing is the purchasing power in the dollars in your wallet go down. And that's the real problem. That's what happened yesterday, and everybody was stunned about the retail number. Why aren't people buying? Well, they are. But the problem is they're not buying as much because their dollar's worthless. But these guys go on TV every day lying. And then finally, when the PPI came in, it was over. That's when everyone, rate cuts. Oh yeah, soft landing, we got rate cuts, everything's wonderful. And when that PPI, and that's the one, remember, that the Fed really looks at. And year over year, they're screwed. In fact, you have to look at the run rate of inflation. Never mind all this other crap. Okay, they give you. Never mind all that garbage. They try to mask everything with fancy words and just plain garbage. It was very clear that we were in trouble, that the consumer's in trouble. After all, the consumer, look at his credit cards. Look at the defaults on their credit cards. Look at the defaults on automobiles. They're historic. More defaults now than were during the pandemic. And this is why, just like we're talking on a stock we had, we purchased a stock the other, it's SMCI, Super Micro Computer. We purchased that stock somewhere around on June 19th. And at that point, it was around, $320, something like that. And then when it ran up, to around 1,040, we told everybody, look at the pattern of that stock. It cannot sustain itself. Now, we said that about 2 days ago. We said, get in there, because we had one big rally. We had on the February 13th, February 14th, and February 13th, February 14th, and February 15th. Those 3 days, bang, bang, bang. But the problem is the pattern is telling you it's not going to work. The pattern was clear. It's going to come back. So we told our members, sell into this rally. And we showed them the pattern. We showed them what it's saying, explaining it to them. We said, take your profits, take your profits. If you want to keep some shares on, fine, but just make sure you don't, you put a stop in. And sure enough, what happened? The stock dropped. The stock dropped today from I think a high of 1,077, and now it's down to 8.25. My point is, that's a 20% drop. But we identified that drop before it happened. The market is forward-looking. It's the same thing with inflation. It's not hard to read what the market's going to do. Inflation is a killer. Why do you think presidents, that was their biggest worry, is inflation. Inflation, that's their fear of inflation and the consequences of inflation. That's what scares them even more than a war, terrorism, because it destroys, and it's destroying our country right now. But you don't have to suffer, because you can make money when the market goes down. That's right. So, I think, and you should try this, try it for a month, for $44.95. Get a membership for $44.95, and the information that you're going to get is so valuable that you're going to say, you know what? The information I'm getting is right. And it's always forward-looking, just like the stock. During those 3 days when it was rallying, we told them it's not going to last. Take your profits. Bang, it went right down. I told everybody we're not going to get rate cuts. We're going to get rate increases. So the information that you get from us, I mean, are you kidding? For $44.95? Check it out. Check it out. So I'm laughing because it just, these guys, when they talk, it's like, no, here, listen to this. This is my point. Listen to this.
Well, here's the thing. Bidenomics is indeed working when we say that you look at the data, right? Cost is going down, right? You think about inflation. When you think about wages going up, that is Bidenomics.
Oh my God, how could she say that? How could she look in the camera and lie? See, it hasn't worked. The idea behind Bidenomics is to grow an economy from the middle out and the bottom up. Have you heard anything so stupid? Know what that is? It's central planning. It's central planning. And they mask it. They don't call it central planning. Bidenomics is central planning. Bidenomics, they replace business investment from the private sector, which has always grown this country, with government investment called debt. More debt. I'll be right back after this break. Join the gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there with the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone. Learn off of them, one-on-one. Now, that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars. But I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's Gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, if anyone's been listening to me, the people who have been listening to me, they know I've been right on all these calls. That before the market collapsed 25% between January 2022 and October 2022. I called that way before that happened. And also when the market rallied from October 2022 to July 2023 and rates were going from 0 to 5%, and then in March we had the banking crisis, I said that rally's not going to last. That rally will not last. Let's get set up and let's short it. And sure enough, we were way ahead, okay? And we caught that short as it dropped, as the market dropped. And then in October 2023, once that market dropped 28%, I said to everybody, this market should just keep going, but it's not. They're going to come in with the plunger team, and they're going to come in, they're going to fix it, they're going to do some financial engineering. And sure enough, what the hell does she do? She can't go and print money and buy treasuries at lower rates. She'll look like a fraud. So instead, she just suspends the payments, coupon payments on a 10-year treasury. That brings the rate down from 5 to 3%, but nobody knows what's going on. Also, boom, the market goes up. Think about it. The market went up 22% with 5% interest rates. Are you kidding? And the biggest banking crash in history forming right now. That's not going to last. If anything, we're going to get at least another 10% to 15% correction before the major crash. And that could be almost any day, because it's going to mirror exactly what happened between July 2023 and October 2023. And as important, all the stocks that we give you, we told everybody, make sure you stay long with your gold, make sure you stay long with your oil. There's going to be a short covering rally. Boom, we got a big short covering rally yesterday. And I've been talking about that for 4 weeks. You always got to be ahead. So what you can do, okay, is just for 10 days you'll get free. You have to pay a thing. You get my 3 charts. Now, these are charts that we design so that you're following the money, not the nonsense, the money. And you get 3 of our charts. And those charts will help you big time. And you get our stocks. And here's the best thing. You're learning off of us. It's like sitting right next to us. When the market opens, you're trading right next to us. You're sitting there in a chair next to us. You see everything we do, and we're explaining why we're buying, explaining why we're adding, or explaining why we're going to short, why we're going to get. So you have like a personal coach. After the 10 days, it's $99.95. So if you keep listening to these people, you'll be broke. All right, let's go back to what she said. That Bidenomics works. That is the biggest lie. Now, remember what Bidenomics is. The idea behind Bidenomics is growing the economy from the middle up, the middle out, and bottom up, whatever the hell that means. It's central planning. It's socialism. So their idea with Bidenomics is replace business investment from the private sector with government investment. In other words, our whole country was built by the private sector investing in steel and railroads and autos. Oh, no. They don't want that anymore. Government. They want bigger government, and they want government involved, not you or me. And so they also believe, as these people in the White House who are Marxists, Anita Dunn, she admits she's a Marxist. She's the aide to Obama, and she's one office down from the Oval Office right now. And then you got, I can't think of his name, Jared Bernstein. He's that in that same section. They're in there every day telling this guy who can't even think straight what to do. And they're disciples of Paul Krugman, who is a devout Marxist who believes keep debt. Doesn't matter. Keep borrowing. And that's what we've been doing. And what they keep saying is the reason you have to have Bidenomics, because we need some real changes. Example, they're saying they need to replace the entrepreneur. Get rid of the entrepreneur. You need government bureaucrats. Unlike Reaganomics, they don't believe in entrepreneurial leadership. They said that the entrepreneurs make global trade chaotic. and vulnerable to weak supply chains. Are you kidding? And they create national security concerns. And it's pushed our country into poverty and economic isolation. We didn't do any of that. That's what they're doing. And then according to Harris, she says Bidenomics, in contrast to Reaganomics, Reaganomics wants to reduce corporate and marginal tax increases. No, Bidenomics wants to raise corporate taxes, those dirty old corporations, and marginal taxes. Bidenomics wants to increase corporate taxes. It's insane. Then they said, Bidenomics, we're going to focus on what went wrong with corporate power, and we're going to curb corporate power by making jobs more competitive. Here we go, the open border, making jobs more competitive, by welcoming those with open arms to an economy, to our, this is what you call this, to our economy, which is a care economy. What's she talking about? Those who have been oppressed by their country's leaderships and worse, dictatorship, we open our arms to you. Bidenomics plays more of a role in worker protection. And we expand our care economy. An economy where the government will pay for and provide care, domestic services to all immigrants fleeing oppression, crossing to the U.S. This is what she's saying. And she's saying people are going to be able to work under their expanded care economy. Now get this. You get again, you're going to get the hotel room. And what else are they giving you? They're going to give you people who are nurses, child care. They're going to give you community health care workers, elderly care assistants. This is what they're going to be giving these people. And they'll provide shelter. You've seen that, hotel rooms. Now, wait a minute. Not only do they get the hotel rooms, they provide domestic workers, cooks, cleaning people to take care of the hotel rooms. This is Bidenomics. And you want to know why? The other day, they said, oh, geez, look at this. Oh, my God. Look how retail, oh, my God, look at the numbers went down. They're not consuming. Of course they can't consume because all that costs money. That causes inflation, and that means the dollars in your pocket are shrinking, and that's why the other day everybody was shocked. People aren't consuming because they're destroying the dollar. And then when the PPI came out, that's the one they really look at, the Fed. And all of a sudden they're looking at the PPI. Oh, my God. Inflation's still hot. Boy, then they turn their stories, right?
The producer price index, hotter than expected. Now, market watcher Kenny Polcari was on the show earlier. He said today's numbers mean rate cuts are off the table.
What good is that when it's already happened? In other words, think about what they're saying. Oh, he was on the show today, and he said rate cuts are off the table. Well, wait a minute. We made our moves in stocks, setting our stocks up long and short. We already put our positions on in advance, knowing there's not going to be rate cuts, rates are going to go up. So what good is it listening to them? That's like after a market crashes, they all come on and they're experts. After the market crashes, don't you love it? They come on and say, George manages $400 billion for Joe Suckface account. Joe, what happened? Why did the market go down 3,000 points? Well, I said it would, and oh my God, are you nuts?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. As As the new year approaches, make a resolution to challenge yourself to become the best investor you can be. Phil Grande can take your trading to a whole new level. Innovative stock market investing tools and the experience of over 50 years combined to give you the edge in controlling your financial future. As a Phil's Gang member, you're taught the essential strategies of investing using stock charts, training videos, and seminars. It's information Wall Street doesn't want you to know. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grande.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Interest rates were absurdly low, particularly real interest rates, and now real interest rates are reasonable. But I think that we have a problem with the amount of money we need to borrow.
Oh, we got a problem with the amount of money we need to borrow. But interest rates are okay here. Oh, I see. 5%. We went from 0 for 14 years, but now it's okay at 5%. When it's 5% is the reason why we had a bad number yesterday. We had a bad retail number, And it's why we had a bad PPI number, because it is a problem at 5%. That's huge. 0 to 5%. And by raising rates like they did 13 times, a quarter time, that doesn't work. The only thing that works is they've done this now for 14 years, and once inflation's embedded, it's like trying to get cancer out. It's trying to get cancer out. It's unbelievable, and they just lie. Remember, all this Bidenomics, what it does, it leads to excessive money printing. That's all it does. It leads to hyperinflation. You know, they keep talking about the dollar collapse, the dollar collapse. They try to scare you a dollar collapse. I don't believe there's going to be a dollar collapse. Here's why. At the same time, this policy, their monetary policy has, no question, led to all this inflation because of all this money printing. And it does lead to hyperinflation, destruction of the dollar. We know that. And also what it leads to is loss of faith in the dollar by our lenders, Japan, China, so they want more interest. That's why I've been saying forever and ever, interest rates aren't going to get cut. Interest rates aren't going to get cut because we got to pay more interest to get money because they don't have faith in the dollar. And they certainly don't have faith in our president watching around and walking into doors. Are you kidding? But remember this, even though it's unlikely to have a full dollar collapse, and here's why, because this is the good news, because 66 countries have tied their currency to our dollar. So that's the good news. So I don't think we'll ever get a collapse, but we're going to get so much destruction of our dollar, which we're seeing now and which we saw with this PPI and we saw yesterday with the retail numbers, that it's going to be, what difference does it make? If the market drops 50, 60% or the market goes 90%, doesn't matter at this point. Fundamentals, forget fundamentals. Nobody uses fundamentals anymore. This market's been financially engineered for 14, 15 years. Nobody looks at PE ratios anymore. If they looked at PE ratios, would they be paying? Think about this. Who in the right mind would be paying for NVIDIA? Think about their value. 1.7 trillion. One stock. Know what that equals? If you take an aggregate of 30 oil companies, put them together, is only 1.5 trillion. One stock. Do you really think it's worth 1.7 trillion? Of course you don't. But people buy it every day, don't they? Because greed, all they know. And then they keep talking about these AI stocks. They're going to be the first ones that are going to tank. It's the same thing that happened at the dot-com crash. Everything at the dot-com. Here, listen.
You've got AI and technology driving this market in a different way, and it's disconnected from the fundamentals that we're seeing. So how that shakes out in a market perspective, really remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen? What do you mean? Just go back to the dot-coms, dope. Remains to be seen? What's there remain to be seen about? It's the same thing that happened with dot-com. We had 3 stocks at the end with a dot-com holding the whole market up. Now we got one. Microsoft's not holding the market up. Apple's not holding the market up. Tesla's not holding the market up. Are you nuts? One stock's holding this whole market up. One stock is holding up 8,000 stocks. And it's okay? Everything's fine? And you're going to go buy, and you've never been in NVIDIA, and you're going to buy it today. What, are you nuts? That's why, again, please, for 10 days, take advantage. You get our 3 charts. These are charts we designed. These charts identify when you should be buying, identifying when you shouldn't be buying, and they're always right. And you got 10 days to prove I'm wrong. 10 days to take up the challenge, prove I'm wrong. These stocks that we worked years on designing work because it follows the money. It doesn't follow PE ratios or price to sales or price to books or return on assets, all that crap. That stuff is meaningless today. Meaningless. It's okay because it makes your financial advisor or broker sound important when you sit down with him and he goes, oh, well, here's the price of sales. Let's check on how well the management is doing. So let's look at return on assets and return on equity. We'll see how well our management is doing in Joe's Suckface Stock Company. And people sit there and go, oh, really? Oh, wow, that's good. And at the end of the day, what does he do? I think we should get you into something safe, more bonds, because they get bigger commissions. Yeah, we'll put you into more. That's what you need, bonds. Are you kidding me? Bonds? I'll never understand that. But here's the real danger about Bidenomics. It's a socialist program. And they are telling us, they tell us straight out. Think about this. If Bidenomics was around in the 70s, they would have replaced, and don't laugh, they would have replaced, remember what they're saying, you got to get rid of entrepreneurs. And government has to be government money, get rid of the private money, no more private investment, only the government invests. And then we're going to share with everybody the profits, everybody's going to get a share of it. But here's the funny thing, they want to get rid of entrepreneurs. So in the 1970s, we had Bidenomics. Guess what? Steve Jobs would have been replaced by Mayor Pete. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. Steve Jobs would have been replaced at Apple by Mayor Pete. And Bill Gates would have been replaced by La Jolla Mallorca. Open the door, Mallorca. Alejandra. Sounds like he's working in some, I don't know, strip bar somewhere. But this is what's scary. But you know, you still got to, you don't stop buying stocks. You don't say, everybody's sitting on the sideline right now. Gee, what should I do? What should I do? They're calling their broker. What should I do? What should I do? Let me ask, how'd that work out for you during the dot-com crash when you called your broker? What should I do? What should I do? How'd it work out through the financial crisis, housing crisis? Hey, what should I do? What should I do? How'd it work out at noontime in 1987? What should I do? What should I do? Because they don't care. They're not there to service you. They're not.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's it. They always take care of themselves. Wall Street always ends up on top, and you end up at the bottom. Now, I'm not saying you don't have some good people. Matter of fact, right next door to me, a bunch of good kids. They're really good guys. But that's just an exception. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So again, and there's nothing worse than inflation. Nothing. So, and when you have a president, okay, that gives us inflation of gasoline still up 37%. Today, gasoline is still up 37% for the day he took office. Groceries up 4%. This was interesting. Where's the cut on? Here, listen to what Tucker was saying when he was in Russia. Where is it?
So we're going to try and buy what a family of four would buy every week, and we're going to see what the selection is, and we're going to see what it costs. So we were guessing what this would cost. Everybody hears from the United States buys groceries, and we didn't pay any attention to costs as we were just putting in the cart what we would actually eat over a week. And we all came in around $400, about $400. It was $104 US here. And that's when you start to realize that ideology maybe doesn't matter as much as you thought, corruption. If you take people's standard of living and you tank it through filth and crime and inflation, and they literally can't buy the groceries they want, at that point, maybe it matters less what you say or whether you're a good person or a bad person. You're wrecking people's lives in their country, and that's what our leaders have done to us. And coming to a Russian grocery store, the heart of evil, and seeing what things cost and how people live, it will radicalize you against our leaders. That's how I feel anyway, radicalized.
Yeah, and the point he's making is a good point. He's saying, wait a minute, I go to Russia, the bad guys, the commies, the killers, and they can buy $400 worth of groceries for $100. Why aren't we buying groceries when we're a stronger, bigger, smarter country? Because he's right. Because Wall Street, the White House, Congress, they're not on our side.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make